All right, guys, welcome back to the CSO Pro. Again, my name is Carson Cook, and today we're going to be talking about a fun topic, guys, and it's an extremely powerful tool, not only in sales, but also in communication, and that's selling with compliments, okay? And it's very difficult sometimes to be genuine and to actually give a true and honest, sincere compliment to another individual. Whether it's your wife or your kids or your family or just a random friend that you have, sometimes it's very difficult to actually build up and think about a true and genuine, honest a compliment to that person. Now, it's important, guys, to sell with compliments. Compliments very, very, very will help break down the walls with new customers, new clients, and people that you haven't met. A good example of this, guys, in our contact centers or our call centers, we have to sell, like I said, guys, we have to sell over the phone, and it's got to be very, very quick. So giving someone a quick compliment based off the research that they've done online is investing in them, is investing in their emotional investment bank, right? It's giving them something that they someday have to repay back. So they don't have to necessarily give you a compliment back or give you a compliment, but they know that they have to acknowledge the compliment that you've given. So when you do this, they're less likely, okay, your customer, your client is less likely to be harsh, aggressive, to basically put in roadblocks into your steps of the sale. Giving compliments is extremely important. And the first point we're going to bring up with this, guys, is selling with compliments, is that you need to say my name. Now, this is say my name, guys, and this is a funny point that is extremely important. It's also mentioned heavily in the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Daniel Carnegie. Great book. I definitely recommend that book. You can listen to it free online or purchase a copy of it, written long time ago, guys, but it's one of the pioneer sales books, guys, out there that teaches actually communication and how to deal with people, okay? And saying someone's name, okay? And I can't tell you how many sales reps that we've trained, sales representatives that we've trained, we've recruited, we've hired people from the call center face-to-face or, CEOs or top-level managers that we've trained in our sales consulting, to where that's one of the things, is that part of their sales process is not focused on gaining the customer's name before they even start. And that's extremely important in communication. We need to make sure, the guys, that we're addressing someone to their given name. For their parents gave them that name, it's a very personal thing. And I can't tell you how many sales reps have come out of appointments. They've had appointments, they've met with clients, and I say, well, what was their name? Oh, I don't know. Or when they do a manager call, they call into our management department, right, for a turn or for some sort of assistance. And then the manager says, well, what's their name? Oh, I don't know. You mean to tell me you've been with the client an hour and you still don't know, and you haven't addressed them with their God-given name? You need to make sure, guys, it's very important. Everybody loves to hear their name. It's more personal. It's easy. It's easier to build rapport. It's easier to go through the steps of the sale. It's like adding oil to the gears, right? They turn smoothly. It's very important to know your customer's name, to address them, to treat them as if they were a human being. You're having communication with a human being, not just a person you're trying to sell. And as soon as you don't use their name, guys, in a sales pitch or presentation, okay, you seem fake as a sales professional. You seem fake as a manager, and you seem fake as a CEO if you don't know the people you're addressing. So that's the first thing I say when I meet someone I don't know. I say, well, before we get started, what's your name? Okay, great. Well, anyway, John, blah, 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 blah. And make an emphasis to use their name throughout the sales procedure. When you address them, when you present something to them, you use their name. Selling with a compliment has to do with using their name. If you give a random person a compliment without using their name, it's weird. If you say, hey, John, I really like how this looks. Okay, that's a sincere, honest compliment directed towards John. Okay, not towards, hey, I really like this, to someone. Okay, so it's important, use their name. The power of compliments. How powerful is compliments? Well, we touched on that earlier. That's number 2 we're talking about today, is investing in someone's emotional investment bank. You're basically giving them a compliment that is like giving them something for free. And you can give them multiple compliments. Their brain is going to feel obligated to either give you compliments back, or to at least hear you out, or to at least work with you, or to at least not be rude. The more compliments that you give someone, the less likely they are to be harsh, aggressive, and rude to you, right? And in sales, we get that a lot. And especially in sales where we go out and get our own clients, they don't come to us. We generate the leads by calling them, and we go to see them, and we try and sell them something that they didn't approach us for, right? So it's important to understand the power of compliments and how they can shape your communication throughout the process. You need to make sure that you're very, very careful, okay, not to be fake when you give a compliment. If you really don't like something, don't lie by saying you do like it. If you do like something, say it. Say it with with being genuine, being honest, being compassionate and empathetic towards your customer, towards the person, sorry, not your customer, the individual, John, whoever it happens to be. And it's tough when we do these videos because I refer to them as your client or your customer, but you gotta remember your client or your customer is a person. They live, they breathe, they sleep. So it's important, guys, to give them compliments. You're going to get that back. It's like karma. You're gonna give, then you will receive back. Same thing, selling with compliments. You need to make sure that you go out of your way to be surprised. Okay, if your customer is passionate about something, okay, and you're not as passionate about that subject, but they're showing you with passion, okay, and you're not that surprised, you need to be at least surprised on how passionate your customer is or your client is on how they're explaining their passion to you, right? So if it's not that, you go, wow, this is awesome, this is amazing, and I'm actually really excited about how excited you are about this. Can you tell me more about it? So if I'm not that excited about what they're talking to me about, I get excited about them being excited, because when my customer or my client is excited and passionate and they're talking and they're telling me these stories, okay, that is a good bounds for communication. I'm ready to sell them. They're definitely gonna buy from me. They trust me enough to tell me a story about something or tell me about this or a product or an experience that they're extremely passionate about. So you need to make sure that you are very surprised by that. You need to be surprised. This is a once in a lifetime communication interaction, which you might have with every client you do, but you need to make sure that you make your client feel very special. And you need to do that by being extremely excited about the communication that you have with them during the sale. As a professional communicator, you need to be excited. You need to act surprised that they're trusting you this much, surprised about this magical story they told you. Oh,